tonight's practice, I'm going to have you start long on your mat. Let's begin with a nice body scan. So if you want to give yourself a full body stretch first, just get a little movement. And then eventually bring your arms down to the side. Rock your head from side to side. And if it feels good to keep your gaze looking over one shoulder or the next, I want you to be welcome to do that. And then eventually find some stillness with the nose looking up towards the ceiling. Bring your shoulders, lift your torso and bring your shoulders in and down away from your ears. If you feel like you've got all the movement you need there, flip your palms up. So then you get some external rotation in the shoulders and you're opening up. You're creating space. And then move down each arm. Just feel the parts of the arm that are connected onto the floor. And then move down into the forearm. And down the hand and fingers. And then coming back up to the shoulders, the scapulas are coming in. Slowly work your way down your back. Take a nice full inhale in and just feel how your rib cage moves. The back of your rib cage moves. And then moving down to your low back. You might want to shift your hips around. Maybe they need to come down a little bit or up. And then allow your feet to splay open. And that gives external rotation in the hip. You have the floor to stop you so you're not externally rotating too much. But that way you're not rotating in too far and lifting the hip up. And then moving down your legs to the thighs. Try to see if you can release any tension that you might be holding. And then try to have your knees soft. Moving down the calves. And then the heels. And if you want, you can spread your toes. And then begin to find some stillness here. If you want, you can place your left hand on your heart and right hand on your stomach. And as you inhale, feel the breath fill the belly and then the chest. And slowly allow the torso to lower. Take a few more cycles of breath here, breathing into the belly first. Then the chest. And slowly lower. Begin making circles with your ankles. Start bringing some movement into your body and reverse direction. And then start with your heels on the mat, just start waving your feet from side to side and allow that energy to get your legs moving. And if you want, you can start moving the hips a little bit from side to side, just gentle movement. And then eventually your torso will get engaged. And your arms, and your hands. And then your neck and head. And then reach your arms up overhead. Full body stretch and roll over to your right side. Plant your left palm and use that to push yourself up into a seated pose. Come into your seated position. Reach your arms up high. Interlace your fingers and press your palms up towards the ceiling. Bend your elbows a little bit and kind of suss around with what you're feeling in your shoulders. Take a breath. And then inhale, reach up. And as you exhale with your palms still clasped, slowly start coming forward. Pause when your palms hit shoulder height. Push out through the palms. And then tuck chin into chest so the ears are in line with the arms. And take a few cycles of breath here. And then inhale, bring your arms back up. Baby, look up. And then as you exhale, come over to the right side, a little flexion here. And then bring yourself up, go over to the left side. And then inhale up, exhale, come back into center, pausing at shoulder height, tuck chin into chest. And then on your next inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale over to the right side. Inhale brings you up to center. And then left side as you exhale. Beautiful. One more time, one breath, one movement. Come on up. Come down the center as you exhale. Reach up high on your inhale. Lateral flexion to the right, exhale. Inhale, come on up. Exhale to the left. And this time, inhale up, reach both arms up high. And then with control, allow them to come down to the side. And then bring the shoulders up and away from the ears. So you're making shoulder circles. And some of us are going to have bigger shoulder circles than others. And that's fine. We're just getting movement going. You want to feel the scapulas, the shoulder blades come up and away. And some of you will start getting some arm movement in because that's how your energy needs to flow. So if you want to get arm movement in, you can. And then just a few more cycles here. And then when your exhale happens, reverse the direction. And it might feel weird at first, and that's okay. Awesome. Reach your shoulders up to your ears. Full inhale. And then exhale, allow your shoulders to drop. Okay, come on, let's come into tabletop pose. So hands are underneath your shoulders, fingers are spread nice and wide, knees are underneath the hips. If you want, you can always pad the tops of the feet onto the mat. It's kind of nice to wake up the feet a little bit. Okay, here before we start moving into cat-cow, I want you to focus on really rooting your hands down and pushing up. Belly buttons into the spine. Crown of the head reaches towards the top. Tailbone back. Feel supported, but feel engaged. And then when your inhale happens, drop your belly, look on up, tuck under toes, cow pose. And then as you exhale, chin into chest, belly button into spine for your cat. Find your cow as you inhale. And cat as you exhale. So you will flow between your cow and cat pose at the pace of your breath. So you may have more or less cat cows than I do, and that's fine. I want you to know in this practice that it's yours, and I'm just holding space for you. So if you feel like you need to move a little quicker than I do, or skip something, know that it's your autonomy that's choosing that. Because you are listening to your body and respecting what it needs. And then when you are ready, finish up whatever round you're in, bring your big toes together, knees can come wide or not, and find a child's pose. Hands are spread nice and wide, forehead is on the mat. Really have your hands sink in, and then as you exhale, reach your fingertips a little bit closer to the top of the mat. Take a few cycles of breath here. Awesome. And then when you're ready, slowly bring yourself up into tabletop. Tuck under toes and bring the hips up towards the ceiling for your first downward dog of your practice. So take the next few breaths to move around, but then find some stillness. We'll be here for a total of 10 breaths. So maybe move around for a few, but then find stillness. And when we're in downward dog for more than 3 breaths, I'll cue you when there's 2 left. So if you choose to take a child's pose, you know when to meet or where to meet next. Two more breaths left. And then when your next inhale happens, come into plank pose. Roll over the tops of the toes, shift forward. And then as you exhale, lower down slowly with control. Hands are underneath the shoulders, untuck the toes, lift the chin, lift the chest, baby cobra pose. For a few cycles of breath here. So while you're here, really focus on keeping the shoulder blades drawn down and away from the ears. The butt is relaxed. The tops of the feet are touching the mat. One more full cycle of breath here. And then as you exhale, lower down slowly. Push into plank. And then downward dog. 5 breaths here. Two more breaths left. Inhale, right leg high to the sky, 3-legged downward dog. And then as you exhale, step your right foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. And then plant your left knee down onto the mat. If you want, you can keep your left toes tucked and walk your left knee back just a little bit to create length in the quad. And then untuck your toes, top of the left foot is onto the mat. Root down through your right foot. And then as you inhale, slowly sink your right knee forward for a low lunge. And then find a low lunge, so bring the knee back just a little bit. Left hand stays planted, right hand reaches up high to the sky, adding a twist. And then as you exhale, right hand comes down to the outside of the right foot. And then slowly walk your bum back onto your left heel. Straighten your right leg, right toes come up. Come up nice and tall for a half split pose. And then if you would like, slowly start walking your torso over your leg. One more cycle of breath. And then as you exhale, return back into your low lunge. Inhale, bring your arms up. Really root down through your left knee and right heel. And then maybe arch up or look up a little bit. And then as you exhale, frame your right foot, untuck your left toes, left knee comes up, right foot meets left plank pose. Lower down slowly. Baby cobra. And then release into your downward dog. Two breaths left. And then reach your left leg high to the sky. Step your left foot through to your hands, finding your high runner's lunge. And then slowly dropping the right knee. And before you put the top of your right foot onto the mat, make a choice if you want to extend your right leg long. And then when you're ready, allow your left knee to sink over your left heel, or left ankle, sorry. And then bring your bum back to your Oh wait, that's a lie. Come into your low lunge. Keep your right hand planted, lift your left arm high to the sky, add your twist. And then as you exhale, left hand to the outside of the left foot, and then bring your bum onto your right heel, left toes come up, half split pose, and then make a choice of how you want to, or if you want to fold over your left leg. And then slowly find your way back into your low lunge. And then when you're ready, lift your arms up to the sky for a salute. If you would like, you can take the sternum up towards the spleen just a little bit. Give yourself a little bit of a back bend. And then as you exhale, release, framing your left foot, tuck under right toe, right knee comes up, left foot meets right, plank pose. Lower down slowly, back bend of choice. And then find your way back into your downward dog. Two more breaths. And then as your exhale happens, walk your feet to the back of your hands, finding your fold. A halfway lift. Fold forward. With your feet planted, reach your arms up high to the sky. Nice full inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, right foot comes back, high runner's lunge. Set your right heel down. Right hand stays planted, lift your left arm high to the sky, add your twist. And then frame your left foot. Right arm comes out to a T, left arm comes out to a T. Reach fingertips away from each other. And then use your inhale to come on up, warrior one. To promote the shoulder blades dropping down and away from the ears, rotate your pinkies in towards each other. And if you would like, you can add a little bit of a back bend here. And bring yourself up. Open your torso to the right, finding your warrior two. Beautiful. Look over your left fingertips. Okay. Place your hands on your hips and turn your gaze towards your right as well. Okay. Bring your hands behind your back, make a fist. Make your fist long. So you still have your warrior two legs, the bend is still strong in your left knee, look up. And then when you're ready, fold forward. This is called ostrich pose. Bend is strong in the knee. Right foot is still planted. And then as you inhale, draw yourself up. Release your arms, bring them out to a T. Hands come on hips. And then straighten your left leg as you bring your right foot in. Arms come out to a T. Look over your left fingertips as you send your right hip back and down for triangle pose. And you can look up at your right fingertips if you would like. And then slowly have your right hand come to the inside of your left foot. Left hand comes to the small of your back. And slowly begin rotating over to the left side for revolve triangle. If you want, your left arm can come up, or you can leave it at the small of your back. And then on your next exhale, bring your left foot with your left hand, right hand's on the right side, rotate your right toes forward, step your left foot back to meet right, plank pose, and then make a choice. Do you want to take it through your flow or skip it and meet in downward dog? Or take a child's pose. Two more breaths left. And then as you exhale, walk your feet to the back of your hands, finding your fold. Your halfway lift, your fold. Reach up, rise up, arms come up high to the sky, nice full inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. Plant your hands, left foot comes back, high running lunge. All right, set your left heel down, reach your right arm up, side twist. And then right hand comes to the outside of the right foot, reach your left arm out to the side. And then right arm, reaching fingertips away from each other. And then use your inhale to come up into your warrior one. Keep the shoulders dropping down and away from the ears by rotating the pinkies in. And if you want, you can add a little bit of a back bend. And then bring yourself up as you inhale. Open up into your warrior two as you exhale. And then hands come onto the hips as you rotate your pelvis forward. Bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, point your fists down, full inhale. And then as you exhale, fold forward down the middle. Let the head hang, but you have a choice. Do you want your fists to come up or leave them at the small of your back? And then as you inhale, bring yourself up. Warrior two. Hands come on the hips as you step your left foot in a little bit, straighten your right leg, arms come out to a T, and then reach your right arm forward and down. Left hand comes high to the sky for triangle. And then as you exhale, left hand comes down to the inside of the right foot. Right hand comes onto the small of the back. As you come center and then slowly start rotating over to the right side for a rotated triangle or a revolved triangle. If you would like, right hand can come up. And then slowly frame your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Come into your high runner's lunge and then have right foot meet left in a plank pose and slowly take it through your flow. Or skip it. Meet in child's pose or downward dog. Two more breaths. And then as you exhale, walk your feet to the back of your hands, finding your hold. Your halfway lift, your fold. Reach your arms up high to the sky, nice full inhale. And then settle into your chair pose as you exhale. Inhale, bring yourself up. Exhale, fold forward. Find a halfway lift. And then step your right foot back and bring yourself up into a warrior one. And then as you exhale, bring your left foot meets right plank pose. Slowly take it through a flow. And meet in downward dog. Right leg comes high to the sky. Step your right foot through to your hands, high runner's lunge. Okay. Right hand comes in front of the right foot. Left hand comes onto the left hip. And then slowly kick your left foot up. And then when you're ready, start rotating your hips and find a half moon pose. Keep your left foot activated by spreading your left toes, lift your left leg, root down through your right foot. Though the right foot is planted and the left foot is not, your legs are working together. And when you're ready, slowly start taking your gaze over to the left side. Awesome. And then when you are ready, keep your left leg planted, but then bring your left hand in front of your right foot. Place your right hand on the small of your back and make a choice if you would like to do a revolved half moon pose. And then bring your right hand back down. Slowly step your left foot back, come back into your high runner's lunge. And then have your left foot meet your right in your forward fold. Beautiful. Find a halfway lift. And then a fold. Reach your arms up high to the sky, nice full inhale. Settle into chair pose as you exhale. And then inhale, come on up. Pull forward. Find a halfway lift. This time, send your left foot back. And then when you are ready, find your warrior one. And then when your exhale happens, frame your right foot comes back to meet left plank pose. Take it through a flow, or skip it and meet in downward dog. Two more breaths. And then from here, reach your left leg high to the sky. Step your left foot through. And set up for half moon pose on this side. So left hand comes to the front of the left foot. Right hand comes onto the hip. And then when you're ready, slowly start lifting your right leg up. And then begin to open up. And then keeping your right leg activated, slowly replace your right hand where your left hand is. Left hand comes onto the left hip. And then slowly start revolving over to the left side. And then on your next exhale, place your left hand down. And then right foot meets left in your forward fold. Find a halfway lift. And then a fold. Reach your arms up high to the sky, nice full inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift. Fold. Reach your arms up high to the sky, nice full inhale. Hands coming to heart center as you exhale. Okay, take your feet about hips distance apart. And slowly come into your goddess squat. So bend at the knees. And slowly come down. Elbows come into the inside of the knees. Push the chest forward. Okay, set your left hand down and reach your right arm up to the sky for a twist. Or if you want to bind, reach your right arm towards your left thigh and left hand wraps around the left shin until your hands meet. But if this is causing you to crunch in too much, keep the twist. And then when your exhale happens, replace your right hand where your left hand was and reach your left arm high to the sky. Once again, if you want to take the bind, you can. And then as you exhale, return back into your goddess squat. Beautiful. And then bring your bum onto the mat. Hug the knees into your chest. Okay. All right. From here, taking a hold of the back of the thigh, Take a nice full inhale in, look up. And then as you exhale, find your boat pose. So shins are parallel to the mat, feet push forward, toes are up. When you're ready, release the grip behind your thighs and reach your fingertips towards your feet. And then as you exhale, feet are flat, hug the knees into the chest, look up, or come forward. And then slowly setting up for boat again. So taking a hold of the back of the thighs, take a full inhale, and as you exhale, return into your boat. If you want, you can always reach your arms up and legs up. And then tap your left toe onto the mat, have your shins come parallel, and then right toe comes down. And then I want you to go back and forth at the pace of your breath. So as you exhale, a toe tap. Inhale, coming back, and exhale, another toe tap. So go back and forth at the pace of your breath. And if you're feeling it, always come out and reset. And then one more time. Meeting in boat. And then feet are flat, hugging the knees into the chest. Coming up nice and tall. Beautiful. Okay, bring the bottoms of your feet together like a book. Come up nice and tall. Full inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. And then bring yourself up as you inhale. Keep your right knee bent and take your left leg out to the side. If it was a clock, I think it's about 2 o'clock for you guys. That's the direction your feet are pointing. And then reach your arms up. And then rotate your torso over your left side and then fold over your left leg. Use your exhale to fold a little deeper, even if it's a hair, you know. Keep your left foot engaged by keeping the left toes pointed up. Try to have your right foot touch your left thigh so there's a connection. And then keep your left hand to the outside of your left leg and reach your right arm up and over. And really try to take your torso and your sternum up towards the ceiling. So you had a lot of rotation and flexion. And then when your exhale happens, set your right hand down, left hand comes into the inside of the left leg, and then walk yourself so you're coming down the center. And then bring yourself up. Bring your left leg in front of you directly. And then right foot can stay into the inside of the left thigh, or you can set the right ankle on top of the left knee. So it's a variation of a tree. We've got gravity working in our favor. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. Keep your right leg activated too by spreading your right toes. When your next inhale happens, use that to bring yourself up. Set your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Hug your right knee into your chest, and then make a choice. Your left leg can stay long, or you can bend your left knee and bring left heel to right glute. Okay. Bring your right hand to your back, about where the spine is. Reach your right arm up, or left arm up, and then hook your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, adding your twist. And if you would like, you can take the gaze over your right shoulder. And then as you exhale, come back into center and give yourself a counter twist. So both hands come over to the left side, counter twist. And then bring yourself back into center. This time, send both legs long in front of you. Maybe shake it out a little bit. Reach your arms up. Fold forward. Try to see if you can keep the shoulder blades reaching down and away from the ears. Keep the sit bones rooted down. Come back to that body scan at the beginning. And then when your inhale happens, bring yourself up. Come up nice and tall. And then right leg goes out to about 11 o'clock. If I have my face wrong, I'm very sorry. Probably 11 o'clock. And then left foot comes in. Have your right toes lifted. Reach your arms up. And then rotate over your right leg and fold forward. Use each exhale to see if you can fold a little deeper. But be gentle. Even a hair's distance is progress. And then keep your right hand to the outside of your right leg. Reach your left arm up and over. Slowly rotating the torso up towards the ceiling if you would like. Maybe you take a hold of your toes, your right toes. And then when your next exhale happens, slowly bring yourself down the center. And then bring yourself up. Bringing your right leg in the middle. Well, not in the middle, but bringing it long in front of you. Left ankle on top of right knee or still on the inside of the thigh, it's your choice. Flexing the left toes. Reach your arms up, fold forward. And then walk yourself up. Place your left foot to the outside of your right knee. Make a choice, hugging your left knee into your chest of whether or not you want your right heel towards your left glute. And then left hand comes behind at the spine. Reach your right arm up. Then slowly hook your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. And begin to slowly rotate over to the left side, maybe taking the gaze over the left shoulder. And then when your exhale happens, give yourself a counter twist. And slowly release. Bring in both feet flat onto the mat, hugging the knees into the chest. And then slowly releasing down one vertebra at a time. With the knees still up, hug the knees into the chest. Then take a hold of the bottoms of the feet, maybe coming into a happy baby pose. Rocking from side to side. Find some variation that'll serve you and happy baby. And then slowly hugging the knees into the chest. Bring your legs up and your arms down to the side for a little mini inversion here. And then as your exhale happens, slowly bring the knees into the chest. And then extend one leg long, and then the other. As you come into your Shavasana, and I will mind the time for you. Slowly begin to make small movements and bring the right side. Use your left hand to prop yourself up, coming into a seated pose. With your hands on your knees, come up nice and tall. And end your practice with a few cycles of breath. When you inhale, reach your arms up overhead and bring them together in prayer. And as you exhale, pause at your third eye as a reminder to have loving thoughts. Pause at your lips as a reminder to have loving words. And then pause at your heart with a soft bow as a reminder to have loving actions towards yourself and towards others. The light and love in me acknowledges and honors the light and love in you. Namaste.